it's hard to know, which way to take it. I know you have all these technical indicators, but the markets move fast. So I'm actually building a bot. It doesn't weigh the market up or down, and we are still going to be profitable because we're actually building a arbitrage bot today. So wouldn't that be nice if you could just know for a fact that, hey, this is going to be a profitable trading strategy because we're actually strong, and that'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it? Of course. We all know that trading based off our emotions can lead to a lot of losses, right? So I want to show you absolutely everything here today because I believe code's a great equalizer. And I believe that if you understand exactly how to automate your trading, then you won't have to sit there in front of the screen anymore. That'd be pretty nice, right? I'm sure you've been caught in positions and you're like, dang, I wish I wasn't in this position. Ever happened? Of course. But that's because you're staring at the screen. See, when you have bots trading for you, you're not staring at the screen. You're spending time putting your strategy that you know works into a bot that trades for you, and you're not watching the screen, so your emotions can't get in the way. Do you see how powerful it is to remove your emotions? Okay, so this is the system. It's research trading strategies. You can research them just from your past ideas, your trading, YouTube, Google Scholar, and then you back test them to see if they worked in the past. If they worked in the past, then they're much more likely to work in the future. After that, you back test them and make sure that they work. Well, then you go ahead and implement them into a bot that trades for 30 days, small size. Does that make sense? So you read strategies, you make a good strategy, you make it in the back testing it. Back testing is of seeing, hey, did strategy work in the past? You get Quant AI just outputted a back test. So of course this is pretty simple back test, but we can make it as intricate as possible, or as we want. Sometimes the most simple strategies actually do the best. Now, if you don't fix this whole like hand trading thing real quick, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble, because I'm sure you've over and over like I should that trade. Now that you know to research, test, implement, let's go ahead and use Quant AI here to out. So working on this strategy here, and before that, I want to make sure to get a few more. I have this AI here that does the RBI for me, which is back test and implement. It helps me with the strategy of researching back test, because essentially watch any YouTube video. So I just put the YouTube in there. It goes ahead and it watches video, understands what the video this guy's reversion strategy and waiting for. Okay, number one, you could watch that and then into a strategy and then bet it, but I just have AI here in mode that does that for us. So the video codes back test. You can see some examples up here. I put in video, came out with a strategy, and then a back test. Pretty cool, and has all the code. And now for the rest of the day, I want to go ahead and finish out statistical arbitrage algorithm. So this is just another trading strategy, you know, that we've researched, back test, and now we're implementing it into it. You can see here it runs, and we're working our way through it, and we're gonna go ahead and start with managed trades. That's what we're gonna start at. So I know I'm on level 50, so me to hold through this from the start. You're a code if you've never had it before. We'll figure it out. Super. Nobody wants to the most secret. Can help and the boot camp. Nice if I help, right? Well, so if you want concise videos and you want to automate your, I mean, if you do want to automate your trading, that's a big yes. It's going to scratch step how to automate. I actually told you, you retest show implementation, step concise videos in days, and then I give you all my algos. Get caught up to speed where I'm throughout this video is going to be on something level 10. If you're on or 2 or to level 10 camp. Enough. We're going to get AI through. You get this AI here to get access to boot camp. AI put the strategy that video and the back. So that goes. Go ahead and keep it moving. The statistical bot. So jump over here. We have all of our rated pairs. I've made some videos about what counters are. But we'll pull that data now. And I can go ahead and run this again. We already have it. So I'm going to say it's over here. Find integrated, false. This true when on a new. So it took a long time to run it. It took probably like this. So I'm going to run it over to the. Let's go ahead and see if we can get past it and make sure that works. I might lose at that actions. Do like chat and 10 likes real. Beat up to 10 ground power today and show you absolutely every belief equalizer. So just let me know to automate your trading. Chat and be up. So ChatGPT, the GPT store opened up. I am using GPT, and I just went over here to the GPT store and typed in Quant AI, and I was there. You can see that the AI down here, I'm using the OpenAI here, and it outputted the back test here for that strategy. So what I can do now is essentially my main where we are says is gradable mark. I think I missed a little bit by switching my internet off real quick. By the way, used throughout this Hyperliquid exchange that I've been using lately, because it's kind of a double arbitrage situation where number one, I'm building an arbitrage bot, but number two, it looks like they're going to have a big airdrop. And the reason I say that is because you can see points section. So points usually lead to airdrops, in my opinion. Okay, so this is getting duplicates for Aave. Okay, so it's actually still in the make sure I save this. No, I didn't. That's why. I was wondering why it's still running that. So essentially, we just turned off this flag that essentially says don't run it anymore. But what I was saying about Hyperliquid, you can see this point section here. The more you trade, the more points you get. So I want to make sure to get you the link so you can sign up for Hyperliquid if you'd like. I think it's probably the best move you can make if you are traded, because essentially the more you trade there, the more points you get, and the more points you get, probably going to be a bigger airdrop. So that's why I'm using Hyperliquid for the time being. And we're also building this arbitrage bot. So this is pretty dope, So you can see it's running, perfect. While this is running, let's go ahead and get another strategy that our AI can code out. So I just throw it in here, and then it will watch the video, understand what the strategy is, and then code the backtest. So you can see it outputted a strategy based off of this, and then it coded the backtest. So you can see this is a strategy. Pretty neat, right? You can see how useful this would be. You can code back and see if your strategy actually works, or figure out more strategy by going to YouTube and whatnot. Okay, so you can see that flag worked now. So now we need to work on the manage exits. By the way, you get access to all the AI in the bootcamp. The bootcamp gives you access to all of my code. So let's go back over here to the Quant AI, ChatGPT, and let's make this green here so you can see it a little better. Okay. Maybe I'll go make sure it's still there and read it. Just because this is the strategy on how to automate your trading. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on our manage exits. And how do we manage exits? Well, I'm going to that for manage exits, and we'll pass in the client. So we're building this based off of DYDX1, so we have some things to change here. And essentially, manage exits here is coming from this file here. And it looks like we need to open positions and manage exits. So let's start with open positions. So func entry pairs. We need to make sure we have a func entry pairs. We do. And you can see there's no code there. So we're going to code this out step by step. I'm going to show you absolutely everything if you go ahead and get to the 10 likes real quick. And yeah, it should be a good day. Should be a good day. Cypros, how are you? It's good to see you here. Cypros had a question. I have one question. You have all the pairs manually inserted? No, they're all algorithmically. So everything I do is through algorithms and or programmatically. You can see this AI just outputted the strategy. It's going to work on the now. I want to go ahead and start coding out this func entry pairs. And there's a lot actually we need to do. We need to say from constants import constants 2 actually import z score USD per trade and USD min collateral, and then from func utils import format number. From func public import get candles recent. From func integration import calculate z scores. From func private import is open position. From func, actually we're not going to do that one. Say import pandas as PD. Import JSON. From pprint import pprint. Okay, so now we need to check our positions. So how are we going to do this? Well, I'm just going to start writing this by hand because I'm looking based off of a DYDX bot, but that is going to be different. So open positions, pass client. So this goes ahead. Manage, or it finds triggers for trade entry, and it stores trades for managing, later for exits. Okay, and then we need to load the co-integrated pairs. So we have the co-integrated pairs right here. Copy relative path. I'm gonna say df equals pd.read CSV. Okay, and then we're gonna what do we need to do here? We need to get markets. I think we should run this code here and see what this gets, because we're doing this for a different exchange. So shout out to Crypto Wizard and his course, because we built this or I learned a lot of this from his course, and I'm going to show you his course here in a second. But this was for DYDX, so I can't show you all the code, but I want to move it over here to what we challenge undertaking today. So I'm going to say open positions run. I'm going to run open positions. Pass. What do we get the client? So where is the client? I think it's in connection. Yes. So client equals that. So where were we? We were in co-integrated pairs. No. We were in private. No. We were in entry pairs. So I need to run this because I got to figure out how this works, because actually we're adapting it, right? So it's going to take some time. It's great if we can get it working on Liquid, then we get unlimited points, and unlimited points will lead to unlimited airdrop. So make sure to use that link in the description. Say from func connections, import that. And then client equals that. And then I can run this, I believe. And then we're going to print out the markets, because we have to figure out how that looks. Okay, perfect. Well, this market's perfect. So I'm gonna just put this note here, or as a note, and let's get up to those 10 likes real quick, and I'll show you everything. So these are the markets. That's how the market is set up, at least. Wow. Use triple or okay, there we go. So that's how the markets are set up. Then the bot agents, I don't need that. Opening the JSON file. I don't think I need this actually. So you can see func bot agent. Let's just go ahead and look at that real quick, because I believe this is just the we're gonna need to do all this. Yes, we are. Okay. It's just a look, but that's okay. So I'm gonna say func bot agent. I need to make that file as well. So here in co-integrated, I need to import that. All right, not co-integrated, sorry, entry pairs. Put it up here. From func bot import bot agent. We need to build the bot agent out as well. Wow, this is a lot of market data. I'm gonna delete some of it because I think we got the gist. Perfect. So we need to initialize the bot agent here. So let's do that. Bot initialize bot agent, and we might as well just make everything the same, right? So I'm just gonna copy paste some of this. That'll make it a little easier. We don't have the bot agent.json. So I like how they're setting this up actually. How often will you have to run the co-integrated pairs? Hours, that's the time frame. So you will have to reload the updated co-integrated pairs file. Yeah, I'll probably do it hourly or so. Not there yet, but yeah. And this is my GPT I built. So you can just type in quant AI. You can see it by Munda. And we're gonna use it as much as possible throughout this, or as much as needed. So we need to find the z-score, get candles data, get candles z-score, create a bot agent. Okay. So I think we need to kind of work on the bot agent part now, because I can't really debug this until we have the bot agent there. So just throw this code in there for now. It's not going to work perfectly because, again, we're building this for a different exchange. But I'm going to try to make it work as closely as possible. All right, let's just get these all this lined up here. We're gonna have to do a lot of changing because this is, again, for a different exchange, but that's okay. I should do this differently, just make it a little slower here because I don't want this up. So first things first, we need to make sure, okay, for iterations. Boom, gotcha. Bring that over, bring this over. Then if length, spread, okay. And then this stuff should be here on the same as the z-score. And this should be a little past that. Okay. And then this should be, determine the side here. It's all going to be lined up. So a little easier is when you're lining things. Here we go. And then this should be also lined up with that. Okay. And then this should be gonna be, we'll change it later, because right now we're gonna build the agent, bot agent. So go ahead and tap that like button and I'll show you absolutely everything to the break. Bot agent, that looks good. This will look better. Import that agent, which we have not yet. Then we have our trades, and then should be lined up with the bot open dictionary. Okay, pass, continue over bot agent. This stuff should be over a little bit. Perfect. And then this should be, looks like one tab over, like that. And if print, if length bot agent, that looks good. Looks good. Perfect. And then did we put this out here? I think I put that there. Yeah, I put that there. Okay, so perfect. So we got all this stuff in there, but the problem is that don't have the bot created yet. What's going on there? Let's make sure all this looks great. That break doesn't work either. We'll come back to it. We're gonna work on the funkbot agent. So funkbot agent, CSV, not PY. And then that agent here. See what we need to do. We need to import the stuff. And again, this is all gonna be custom because we've got to build it for a new exchange. And you know, it's cool it's on DYDX, but it's gonna be even better when it's not. Hey Val, how you doing? Dan Tudor says, did you answer my question? Yeah, I did. I published it. You can actually answer that too. It's Quant AI. You can see MoonDev there. Dan says he wants to stay live. Thanks for coming through, bro. All right, let's light 20 light. We're so close, so close. If we get to 20, I'll stay for the whole hour. I'll show you absolutely everything. All right, let's keep going through this code here and figure out what we need to make. So we need to make a class agent, and this guy, agent for managing, opening, and checking trades. And then we have to go say def init, init, init. And then we'll pass in all of this stuff, self, client, and we might not use client actually, but we'll come back to that. Market 1, and I changed it to symbol 1. 1, symbol 2, base size, base size, base price, quote side, quote size, quote price, accept fail safe base price, and then we'll pass in the z-score, pass in the half-life, and pass in the hedge ratio, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and initialize variables. These details inside robot so it knows to do, okay? Self.client equals, and again, we might be removing client. Self.symbol 1 equals symbol 1. Self.symbol 2 equals symbol 2. Self.base side equals base side. Self.base equals base size. Self.base price equals base price. Self.quote size equals quote size. Self.quote price equals quote price. Self.accept fail safe base price equals accept fail safe base price. Self.z-score equals z-score, and self.half-life equals half-life. Self.hedge ratio equals hedge ratio, okay? And then bots notebook to remember stuff. Okay, so we'll say self.order dictionary equals symbol 1 equals symbol 1. Symbol 2 equals symbol 2. Hedge ratio equals the hedge ratio. Z-score equals the z-score. And half-life equals the half-life. And order ID M, which would actually be S1. I'm just gonna say M1. Keep it consistent. I'm gonna call it S1 because I changed it. Keep it consistent. Keep it consistent. Last one. Smash that like button. Likes be. I'm gonna show you things like order ID S2 equals that, and then order order ID S1, order S1 size equals base size, order S1 side equals base side, order time S1, track that, and then we're going to do the same thing here for the symbol 2. So I'm going to be a lazy bazy and just do a little doop-de-doop. Boom. Just make sure I got to change all these. 2, 2, 2, and 2. This will size this time. Quote size. This will be quote side. And then we'll go ahead and say pair status. Pair status equals whatever the status is. And then if we want comments. Okay. And then put a comma here. Now inside this class, so we made this class up here. Order status by ID. But we might change this. I'm gonna write it anyways because how do we want to do this? We're gonna do this one differently, so I'm gonna do it. Def check order status by ID. I don't think I'm gonna use ID though. Self and order ID. Okay. And since I'm probably not going to use this stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this code in. Probably going to do this a different way. Probably going to do this a different way. So come back to it. Put a pass for now. Now we want to open trades. Def open trades. With all that data. Print dash print f dot self dot symbol. Oops. Self dot symbol 1. Placing first order, print f side equals self dot base side, size self dot base size, price self dot base price. I see we don't have AI working on any back tests right now, so let's get it working. Essentially, this AI will watch any YouTube video and come up with the strategy that was talked about in the YouTube video. Then it will code the back test for us. So you can see here, watch this video right here. Wins 9 out of 10 times, mean reversion. It writes the whole strategy on the video. And then it sends it to his homie that codes the back test for us. So it's pretty great. So I want to keep this running as I run Discord. So if you want access, you can join the bootcamp. The bootcamp is pretty much free. And yeah, we're going to keep on rolling here. So we're going to place the order, place base order. We're going to put the order in differently. So place base order. What I want to do here is I want to get my nice funks in here. So I've got this file called nice funks. Just gotta find it. Wonder where it's at. Oh, it's right here. Sick. You can see this. So this is my nice funks file. I'm just gonna copy it over actually. Copy. Actually, I don't think I can do that. You gotta drag it. All right. Now nice funks is in there. These are a bunch of fins that just help me out. Like I've already built a bunch for Hyperliquid. So I'm using Hyperliquid because this is a double arbitrage. We're building a statistical arbitrage bot, but you can see in the top right here, points section, and points usually lead to airdrops. So I'm trying to qualify as many points as possible. That's why I'm building an arbitrage bot that can work with my market maker and all that good stuff. So yeah, the more volume you trade, the more points you get. So that's why I shared that link here in the description and also the chat. So it's in the description and also the chat here. I'll put it in the chat again if you want to get that airdrop, qualify for points and all that good stuff. Essentially, the more trade, the more points you get, and you get a big discount on fees here with that link. And if we get up to 20 likes, I'll stay around and show you absolutely everything. We're building this double arbitrage bot today. So it's a trading algorithm, and this is how you build trading algorithms step by step. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to the agent, and we need to place the base order. So we'll do that here in a second. I just want to make sure everything else is complete. This nice funks, I can put that back to where it was. This can go there. Visual Studio Code. Oh, it's because I just moved that. Oh, Funk Bot Agent. Okay, here we are. So we're good. And you can see the AI just output the back test. That's awesome. So every time that's done, I want to put a new one in there because this is just more and more back tests. The more back tests we have that are profitable, the better we're going to have as algorithmic traders. So this AI will watch the video, create the strategy, and code the back test. So we want to place base order, okay? And then we want to store the order ID, possibly. Store order ID. Okay. And this is how they do it. I'll just put it here. It's going to be way different is the thing, but it's okay. We're just going to have it here for now. Under a try block. Place base order. It's gonna put some errors in here. Base order equal hi. Okay. And we store the order ID here. Except then we want to go ahead and make sure the order is before processing. Pretty much built. So we're gonna have to build that. What's going on with this error here? Try X. Just what organ? So okay, it doesn't really matter right now. What matters is that you like button and you keep us going. Keep busy. We go. So I want to go ahead to Quant AI. Why am I getting an error? Why am I getting an error? Oh, I see. It's this right here. Perfect. Thank you. Quant. And let's keep it going. So we're gonna have to fill out a lot of different code, but the good thing is that I have that nice funcs file. So we place our base order and make sure the order is live, and then the AI just output a new backtest. That's awesome. Status of order, move to second order. Remember, and I might want to, since I'm doing this, using orders both at the same time. So we're using this. I want to make sure to give a stat. Great. Sean made a good course on statistical arbitrage for DYDX, and you can see it's not too expensive. 129 Mexico dollars, which is like $10 or something. And this is for DYDX. This is not an ad for this. It's just the code that I'm kind of using as the starter code here, and then I'm adapting it and making it better. Really great. Not taking anything away from it, but you know, it's a course, so of course it's just the code, and then you have to kind of build with it for Hyperliquid. But I want to make sure to give a shout out to him. A lot of this code's coming from, a lot of the thought process coming from there, which is even more important. So he's a genius. Make sure to go check him out on YouTube as well. This is not an ad. I have no affiliation with him. Crypto Wizards. It's just, you know, I'm here showing you what I'm doing every single day. And if I'm building based off somebody else's stuff, I want to make sure to give that somebody else a shout out. So it's not an ad, but this guy is really smart. Crypto Wizards on YouTube, and his Udemy is $bucks to get all of this code. But yeah, I'll keep making sure to go back there because this is some intricate stuff that is super helpful to look at in order to get this done. Let's go here and say insurance. Okay, we're print status, place quote order. Okay, so now we want to place quote order symbol 2. And then we want to make sure it's filled. Make sure it's filled. All right, perfect. And we'll come back to this other stuff because we actually have to do a lot of new stuff here. So just want to make sure all the files are set up, and then we can go one by one. I think that's pretty much it though. Yep. Okay, so that's looking good. Scroll through the market here and see what's going on. BTC ETF got approved, so that's awesome. Ethereum is kind of based off of it. Looking at the meme coins based off of Sol. Wow, so this is flying 80% today. So that's a lot. That's a lot. And so what I want to do is get for like so I'll probably if you let's get up to 20 today. Is there a problem in order at the same time? It doesn't. Yeah, be a problem. But I'm just giving you the baseline here, and one could get filled. One could get filled without the other for sure, but I think that it's going to be worth it because I can have another bot run in, or I can have it check if one's filled and the other's taking too long, then I can kill the other one. I think there's a lot of pieces of this you can push back on, and that's good because you can build your bot however you want to. I'm trying to utilize the credit here on Hyperliquid, they pay you to use limit orders. You get paid 0.025. So that's my personal strategy, but it'll be super easy for you or anybody else to change it to market orders, and that works as well. But that's why I love sharing this stuff, is because, Keith, you think differently than I do. And, that's obviously a valid point there. And it's something that obviously I think about. But the way I'm going to approach this is I'm going to set limit orders. And then if it takes over like a minute to fill, I might hit it with a market order. So ideally we get limit orders in because you get paid on limit orders. But then if it takes two, hit it with a market order or close the other side. You see what I'm saying? So there's going to be a little bit of time risk there. And yes, there might be a side open without the other side open. But I want to start with that approach, because then I can take advantage of the payment I get from Hyperliquid every time I trade. And if that just totally fails, then I can just easily switch to market orders, and that eradicates that problem. But really, really good point. And that's why I share this stuff, because everybody thinks a little bit differently. Everybody is able to poke holes through things their own way. And I love this, and I love this community. Thank you so much, Keith, for coming back every single day and providing so much value to the community. I'm going to go grab some water and some coffee, and then I'll be right back. Run us up to the 20 likes while I'm gone. What's up? Okay, so this is how you automate your trading step by step. I'm showing you everything here in this video, but I'm on level 10, right? So in order to automate your trading, you got to research trading strategies step by step. And you can use Quant AI, which is a quant built AI. I built it. So it's essentially trained on quantitative stuff, back testing, all that good stuff. You can say things like, hey, build me a back test. Build me a back test, and then it builds a back test. Things like that. Anyways, to automate your trading, you have to find a good strategy. So how do you find a good strategy? Search on YouTube, search on Google Scholar for these papers and stuff. And then if it works in the past, it's much more likely to work in the future. So that's how you do it. And then you implement it you build a trading bot. Doesn't matter if you don't know how to code. I didn't know how to code either. And you can figure it out. I hold your hand through how to code in this bootcamp and build automate systems step by step. I give you 7 algos for when you join, and you get full support. So we're there holding your hand through the whole process, even if you don't know how to code. So it's pretty cool. Keep using this here and close that. Let's go ahead and keep on coding this out because we got a lot to get done. We're building the statistical arbitrage bot here for Hyperliquid, and the reason I'm using Hyperliquid is because if you see in the top here it says points mean, well, that's usually means airdrop is coming. So the more we trade, the more points we get. And that link in the description or the chat, you'll actually have access to it. So we're going to continue automating our trading here. Remember, the process of automating your trading is research trading strategies, backtest those strategies, and then implement them into bots for 30 days to see if they're profitable in the future. As long as they're profitable in the past, then we can test to see if they're profitable in the future. So you can see there's some volatility here. Looks like let's see what's going on here with BTC, a little bit of a pullback. And we had that ETF approval yesterday, so this might pull back a bit, but we'll see what happens. I have algorithms trading it, so I don't have to worry about it. Wouldn't you want to get to a place where you have algos trading for you? Of course, you don't have to worry about your emotion. I'm using Quant AI here, so you just type in Quant AI in the GPT store, you can get access to it. And we're building out this statistical arbitrage algorithm because this pretty much allows us to be profitable in sideways markets, upwards markets, or downwards markets. And I'm using Hyperliquid because if you see up here in the top right, the points, that means there's an airdrop coming up, in my opinion. So I'll make sure that that link is in the description, but it actually already should be in the description if you want to just grab it. And I'll also put it in the chat here. My stream fell off earlier. Welcome back. Let's get this up to 10 likes real quick. And yeah, let's get this up to 10 likes and we'll keep this moving. So essentially we're automating our trading here and we're doing step by step through this Hyperliquid. All right, so we got the bot agent done. So let's go func bot agent here, func bot agent, let's hit save. And let's make sure that all of this is saved on my computer as well. And if you get us to 10 likes, I'm gonna show you absolutely everything, kick it for probably a full hour here and show you everything. So what else do we need to do? So we need to get our bot agent working. So let's go ahead and put in our README here to do finish bot func bot agent to put in orders, and then we need to finish the func entry pairs. Finish func entry pairs. And then what else do we need to do? We need to func exit pairs. Finish func exit pairs. Okay. And then, are we done? Open positions. Yeah. So we just have 3 more files to do, or actually like 1.5 files. Let's go ahead and go to func exit pairs. See what we need to do here. Let's go ahead and say func exit pairs.py. So I'm using a lot of the dydx bot code here, which is like $10. Sean, who's the crypto wizard, he's really, really smart. I found this on Udemy. So I'm using a lot of this code here, but I'm changing it at least. This is like the base code. If you want to go base code, it's not an ad, it's I'm using. So I want to be transparent about that and, you know, show love to the community because this is a really great community and Sean is a really, really smart guy. Good morning, Ingrid. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Some mad volatility today with the ETF. Be careful with leverage. Be careful. So let's look at this func exit pairs here and see what we need to do. We got to import all this stuff. So I'm going to just import it from constants to import close at z-score cross from func utils import format number from func public import get candles recent from func cointegration import calc z-score from func private import place market order. Oh, it's actually, what is our order? Do we have that yet? Yeah, it's limit order. Oh, sweet. So we already got that set up. Perfect, perfect. Forgot that we did that. So it'd be limit order, limit. Come on, buddy. Is my computer doing the same thing it did the other day? Just keeps killing these. Yeah, it is. Probably not gonna work. Stream's probably over by now, huh? We still here? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Looks like my computer's on overload again. It's the streaming with the VPN on, I think. Dang. Yeah, it's my internet. The VPN because for obvious reasons. But yeah, my internet keeps dropping on me. So I apologize if we lose this stream again, but we just did. Cool. Well, I'll just keep this then, not streaming. So regardless, maybe you're watching. If you are watching, light up the likes. Let's say func private limit order. Okay. Okay. And then we want to go ahead here and I probably need to change this. Well, we need a func private limit order here to bring that into entry pairs as well. Oh, maybe not. func exit pairs, limit order. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna keep this going here and smash that like button so we get up to 10 likes ASAP, or 20 likes, 20 likes, 20 likes, 20 likes. And I'm just gonna keep coding this out because I'm just like, oh man, should I try to go live again? But whatever, I'm not gonna, because my computer just can't handle it right now. I don't know what's going on. Say def manage exit or trade exits, trade exits, and we'll pass in the client, but I don't think we need to. We need to pass something else in. And then we're gonna manage exiting open positions based on criteria and constants. 2. So it looks like a huge bar right there. On the 5-minute though. Look at the hourly. Not of a volume bar. This is a pretty big bar. The 15-minute. Not huge. There was a lot of liquidations though. Coin glass. Liquidations. Oh, not a lot. That's cool. Just when there's a lot of volume like that, usually indicates that liquidation. Let's hit save. Output equals that. Let's open the JSON file. Open JSON file. Try equals open file equals bot agents dot JSON. Open positions equals on dot load. And open this file. And we'll say accept. Complete. Complete. Length of open positions dictionary is under 1. Then complete. And then we want to get all open positions per for the trading. To do, because we have to do this in a certain way. So do it exchange positions equals get positions here, then all positions equals exchange position, which I spelled wrong. Tap into the above dictionary. So to do. So I'm just putting it in as a string. So markets, live. And we'll say symbols, empty. And then for P and all, so positions, markets, symbols, live. Dot append P, and then it's going to be symbol. I needed to do this as well. So we're going to have to change a lot here, which is good, but we're just getting all this starter code set up because then we can alter it how it's needed. And I think we'll do that here. Yeah, we're going to get as much done as we can right now. Really curious to see how the first day of Bitcoin ETF works out for the market. Curious to see if it's going to be the inflow everybody talked about, but we'll see. I think there should be a lot of inflow, but I'm not trying to bet on it. So I just have my algos traded. All right, so let's keep moving through here. Let's put a little time dot sleep. .5 seconds. And to say for position in open positions dictionary. Spelled that wrong. Close equals fall position symbol S1 equals position symbol 1 position. I need to start spelling things correctly. Position symbol 1 position size S1 equals position order S1 size, and then this will be position side equals position order S1 side. So this will be for get info for symbol 1, get info for symbol 2. So we're going to do all the same things pretty much. But we need to change all of these to 2, 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 2, 2, 2. Okay. So that looks good. Let's have our AI code another back test here while we're working on this. Just gonna go through proof Williams, mean reversion, paste it in there. then that's going to go ahead and watch the video, come up with the strategy, and then come up with the back test. Which is dope. Dopey dope dope. Let's keep coding. Let's protect the API a little bit. Time.sleep 0.5. Get the order info for symbol 1 for the exchange. We need to get this stuff. Order S1 equals to do. Order market S1 equals to do. I guess I could just put pass, yeah? Order size S1 equals, can you? No. To do. Order side 1 equals to do. All right, and then we'll say time dots 0.5. Keep this moving. And we'll say all the, I'm gonna put a to do here. We got a bunch of to do's, to be honest. So you can AI just outputted the first strategy or another strategy. It's been outputting them all morning, which is awesome. Let's do the same thing for S2. So symbol 2. S2. Okay. We'll figure all that out later because remember this is a different market. So this is looking good. Then we need this data here. This code. Damn. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. These should be S's. Position symbol should be symbol. I can't remember. Yeah, market. Order equals order market. Oh my goodness. Should be symbol. There should be symbol as well. Symbol, symbol, symbol. So order symbol 1. Position size and 1. And order size 1. S1. Position side, these should be S's. S2. We're using S's, S1, and S2. There you go. So that looks good now. Oh, this should be side. Order side check S1, check S2. Okay, so now we're gonna say position S2, order symbol, order symbol S2, position size S2, order size S2, position side S2, and then order side S2. Sweet. Nice. So check position market M1, position market M1. Position symbol S1. And then market's live, symbol's live. And then position market M2. Position symbol M2. S2. Sorry. And then market's live or symbol's live. All right, that was a tough one actually. And let's just pull in all of this code here. We're gonna have to change this up quite a bit. Check M1, check S1, check S2, position symbol S1. I should have just kept it as market. Dang. It's all good. Would have been easier, but we don't need easy. Position symbol S1, S2. Okay, this is a big to do here. To do. Get tick size. I think we have that in our nice funks, which is nice. That's why they're called nice funks. We call them nice funks because they're nice to have. So we have a function file that will essentially do that for us. Which is nice. That's why we call it nice. So we call things nice if they're nice, and not if they're not. How about that? What a world! What a so we need to clear at z square cross. Okay, let's do that. just gonna paste this code in here. So I'm being lazy right now. Bring this over one. Hedge ratio perfect. Z-score perfect. This with the perfect. That's that perfect. All right, Gucci. So from here, this is okay. I like this right here. Shout out to Sean. Go get this course. If you are not already in this? It's $10. It's $10. Go get it. This is 9. This is just what I'm based off of statistical. I want to make sure that you have access to it. Go. And I got. Dangerous. It's dangerous, dude. It's dangerous. You know what? I'm not negotiating. I think I need to not do that. I need to write it out because I'm gonna mess it up if I don't. So if close or is close, then come on, Moon. Spell right. Is close. Side S1 equals sell. If position side S1 equals sell, then side M1 or S1 equals buy. Side S2, S2 equals sell if position side S equals sell. Then we say side S2 equals buy. Okay. And then we're going to get in format price. Price S1 equals float. I'm not going to write all this out because I'm a lazy mofo. Price S1, price 2, price S1, price S2, side S1. I should have kept it with market. Would have made this way easier. That's okay. I just like the word symbol better than market, but this has caused me a little bit of a headache changing all of this code over. You can get this full code in Sean's course here on Udemy. So go check that out because he's a great guy and he's much smarter than I. So to do, make sure our number formatter is Gucci. Gucci down to the socks B. Okay. Then we need to close the positions. And if then we're screwed. I'm just kidding. We're never screwed. We're never screwed, B. We're gonna put the try right there. It needs to line up with these guys though. Try, position, symbol S1. How should I do this? I guess I'll just place or limit order. Limit order. I'm gonna have to do here. Big time. To do. Update to work. Position symbol. And I know I'm on level 2, so if you want to learn absolutely everything from me and get all of my code, I have a boot camp. And that boot camp shows you step by step. I hold your hand through the process of automating your trading. I know it's a little intimidating because I'm on level 20, but trust me, I am a regular dude and I did not know how to code before this. I was actually scared of learning how until I met somebody that was like just like me, and he was trading a lot algorithmically. And okay, well, if he can do it, I can. So like this YouTube channel, I'm just a regular guy, and if I can do it, you can do it. So I try to pass on everything I know in order to help you automate your trading step by step. Pin size S1. And then we're going to do symbol S1 here. Symbol S2, sorry. Place limit order. So just be a limit order for now. Position symbol S2. Side S2. Size S2. Holy smokes, look at this. We're flying here on the BTC ETF approval. Looks like pre-market's about to happen here. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with Coinbase. It's also up quite a bit. Anything crazy going on down here? It's just going through some symbols here. Coinbase is up 4.2% pre-market. So, sheesh. It's up more than Bitcoin, which is crazy to me. But that's, I feel like that is the beta play here on Bitcoin these days. It's weird, but it's cool. Cool with me. I like me some Coinbase. Symbol S1, S2. Perfect. So how's this look? Looks like everything's lined up correctly, which is nice. And then down here, we just go back one and say else save output dot append positions. Position. That's nice. That's really nice. That's really nice.